What's up, everybody? Welcome to BioS3 Raw TV. So, you guys like when I do these non-fitness things? It's more about life, and it's more about like your mental health and mental fitness, I guess what you consider it. Things about real life stuff. And just want to kind of talk about this tonight. It's just something that's on my mind. I figure if I share it, like, it actually might hit home with some people. And it's something that I'm struggling with, but you guys know that my mom, I put up the video about my mom dying of cancer. And, of course, my father passed away of cancer. My grandmother passed away of cancer. My grandfather had cancer, but he beat it. It was ultimately the flu that killed him when he was 96. So, cancer's a thing in my family. I mean, I think it's a thing in everybody's family now, right? And my dad didn't have any warning when he was going to die. I was told he had 2 weeks on a Friday at 5 p.m. By Saturday afternoon at 1 p.m., he was gone. Like, he died that fast. So, my grandmother, I was around her. I was actually, there when she started to pass in the room and stuff. And I did what I thought I should do as a good grandson. I'd go over and see her more often, stuff like that. And now that my mom's sick, I get this advice from a lot of people. Every single person tells me this, right? Soak up as much time as you possibly can with your mom. Like, fly out there now and stay there with her and just soak up all this time and just take every moment in. And like, that sounds like logical advice, right? That sounds like that's what you do. Yeah. That to me now, and since I've gone through this spiritual shift, I think differently. I think usually about other people first before myself now. And it was the opposite way. Like when my dad passed away, I was really thinking about myself and what happened to me, and I didn't get there, and I was a bad son. Me. And then I thought, well, my brother was there. My mother was there. My aunts and uncles were there. Like, people that loved, he died with love around him. So I wasn't there. It is what it is, but it's not about me. His death is about him. It's not about me, right? Like, that's how my train of thought has changed from 2016 to the end of 2019. Now, the whole thing about my mom, like, soak it up. You have time. You got lucky that you got the information before she was just ready to pass. You could soak it all up, and yes, but, right? I also understand 100% that there are other people in my mother's life that have the same thought that I'm having. Soak it up, soak it up. So now everybody just converges on this one person. Now this one person who only has a certain amount of time left, where we have all the time left in the fucking world, is trying to divide what little bit of time that they have between the people that they need to give it to before they pass away. Okay, that's just a fact. They're running out of time. And they only have a limited time in every day to give people those seconds, minutes, hours of that day to spend what they can before they pass with them. So now you're looking at my brother, my aunt and uncle, my niece and nephew, my other aunt, who else is my aunt Missy, my cousin Missy, Marty, friends of hers that are not even family, my mom's friends, like my mom's acquaintances, my mom, like, co-workers that she, like, childhood friends who, like, there's a ton of other people around her that need their moments with her too. So for me to fly home and be around her every second of the day, like, walking around, like, you don't understand, right? Like, yes, I can do that, but it'd be for me. It wouldn't necessarily be for her. Would she like to see me more than she does now, or talk to me more? Probably, right? But her life is also her life, and it's ending. So I know for some people it's not going to make it. They're not going to agree with me, because you're thinking about yourself. Once she's gone, then I can deal with whatever I need to deal with when she's gone. I'm not worried about how I'm going to feel. I'm not worried about me getting my time with my mom. If I'm not talking to my mom on the phone, someone else for just about every minute of the day is talking to her on the phone, visiting her, taking her somewhere, spending time with her. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like she's sitting around the house like this and waiting for me and I'm not showing up, and that sucks. You know what I mean? Like, everybody has to have their time with her too. It's important for her to have that with them, and it's important for them to have it with her. An intimate time. Meaning, like, if I'm sitting there with my mom 24 hours a day up there, and she's having a discussion with my uncle, and they're talking about when they were kids, and my uncle is just like, you know what, I need to just tell you this, I love you so much. Thank you so much for everything. You've been the best sister and stuff. That is intimate shit that they should be sharing with her by themselves, not with me sitting around. And not me feeling like I have to leave the fucking room, because someone may, like, no, that's not how that fucking works. When you start thinking about other people and putting yourself in their shoes, and try to think about how they think and how they feel, sometimes it changes your actions. And it's not because you don't care. It's not because I don't care about my mom. It's not because I don't love my mom. You know, like, I knew for a fact that my little niece and my little nephew couldn't really be around her on the chemo because of germs. You know, they could, you know, give her some kind of infection that would kill her even faster. So she only had a few weeks to spend time with them, you know, like, before she's not really going to be able to see them until after the treatments. So it's like, why would I fly up there, take up that time that is theirs? Those kids need that time with her, and she needs that time with those kids. You know what I mean? Like, you know, worst case scenario, and I don't want to talk like this, but it could be a reality. She goes through the treatments and they make her sicker, and she doesn't make it through the treatments. The last time that she had to spend one-on-one with those kids, explaining more to my niece than my nephew about, you know, do you understand what's going on? Do you understand what's happening and stuff, like those intimate moments that my niece is going to remember for the rest of her life, that my mom needs to have with her before she passes. Like, that's their time, you know? When I get there next weekend, that's my time. When I talk to her on the phone, that's my time. I get my time, but I'm trying to be really, really, really unselfish and not take all of her time to make me feel better about what's going to happen when she leaves. Like, did I do enough to keep myself happy by soaking it all up? You know, soaking it all in. You know, so that's just kind of where I'm at. I know for some people it's not going to make any fucking sense at all. I get it. For some of you, you're going to go, oh, wow, I never really thought about it that way. And some of you are going to go, exactly, Jerry, that's where we've been the whole time. But, you know, yes, I want to go up there and be next to my mom 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I mean, I'm 44 years old, and she's still my mom. It doesn't matter. I'm not a kid, but she's still my mom. And I still look at her as, you know, an authority figure, as a friend. She's always been a great friend to me. And she's been a great mom. And of course I don't want her to go. No, I don't want to be without her for the next 30, 40 years, whatever, however long I'm here. I don't want to be without her. I don't want to be without my dad either. But it's going to happen, you know? So do I be selfish and then live with the fact that, because now I'm aware, right? When you're awake, you're aware. Because now I'm aware the time that I'm taking, that other than what I need to make sure she's okay, right? The time that I give her that she needs from me before she passes, anything above that, I'm taking it from someone else, including her. Like, there are going to be times where she wants to be alone and process things and grieve or whatever, I don't know, right? But I understand that any time that I take besides my time is taking away from other people and her. That's what being aware is. That's what being awake is. Okay, that's what being in tune with spirituality, not necessarily religion, but spirituality is. It's not this thing you see in the movies where you ascend to this fucking mountaintop and you fucking hum all day long and fucking meditate. It's not what it is. Real enlightenment, real awakening is being aware of everything and everyone around you, how you're connected to them, how they're connected to you, how it's connected to you, the trees, fucking concrete, whatever it is. And accepting things for the way that they are and knowing that this is not it. We're like in a video game. Like, we're here to collect points and shit, which are age, right? The higher your age goes, it's like points going up. When you get to a certain point value, you beat the level and you go on to the next level. That's the way I look at it. I don't look at it as like this soul ripping, moving to heaven things. Like, hey, we all know that way. But to me, for my intellect, because I'm like a fucking kid sometimes, we're going through a video game. You know, we're going through a video game trying to get to that next level. And knowing that there is another level makes you feel better about the fact that just this part is ending, but the game is going to go on, right? Life is going to go on after we die, but it's just going to be a lot different. It's going to be a different type of, and we don't know whether it's the guy in the white cloud. We don't know if it's fucking energy. We don't know what it is, but we know it doesn't end because energy never ceases to exist. It only changes form. We know that. If you're religious, you believe in heaven. If you're spiritual, you believe in the hyperspace. Like, you believe in all these things. Hey, buddy. That's kind of like a blast from the past. I don't know if you guys heard his nails, but when I used to do videos late at night, Bruno would come in the room when you'd hear his nails. That's pretty cool. He never acts. That's Brady. Obviously, you know it's Brady, but he never comes in there making videos. So sometimes he gets upset and scared when I make videos. I'm yelling and hooping and hollering, maybe because my tone is low. But he's like, yeah, I'm going to go in there and check out what Dad's doing. So now he's actually sitting behind me just like Brady used to do it. And I guarantee it's because he's got to pee. So let's wrap this up. BibleStreetTraining@gmail.com. Leave comments down below, but don't fight. BibleStreet.com is the blog. It's the Wrap It Up Bicep. And this is just my thoughts. And we are out.